Hi Debbie, how you been the past two? It's been what, a couple of weeks since last time we spoke. 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen you because I wasn't feeling well.
Yeah,
So then when I told you, you did some healing on me. Well, we did it together at that
yeah.
particular one, and that was I've been feeling much, much better since
I'd like
then.
to talk about that actually, Debbie.
Okay,
The fact that we did it together at the same time seemed
yeah,
it amplified it so much, didn't it? It was. I
it
mean,
did.
I have to say I wasn't expecting such a turnaround so quickly for you because the people I've
I
viewed
I
before.
wasn't either.
No, it seems to take a while, a build up over maybe even up to 4 weeks before,
Yeah,
like with my mother-in-law when she with the diabetes, it took a good 4 weeks before that sort of manifested completely. But
yeah,
when we meditated together,
yep.
to tell the story itself, it was virtually
Yeah, I
instantaneous,
mean,
wasn't it?
we set a time. So, you're in the UK, I'm in Canada. So we're not in the same countries, even continent.
No,
And so we set a time, and both of us started meditating and using the source healing, the source energy healing. And specifically for me, because I was feeling so out of it.
yeah,
Literally, I had not been sick for I don't know, like 2.5 years or something, and I was
wow,
just feeling awful, lethargic, headache, dizzy, these kinds of things. No reason really to be feeling that way. And after about 15 minutes of doing this meditation, I mean, I could actually feel the heat inside myself, um, like going inside myself. And after that, I'm not kidding, I felt completely better.
wow,
Like
amazing.
completely better.
That's amazing.
I mean,
Yeah.
I I
I mean,
had
when
been,
you messaged me the next day, didn't you? Because of the
yeah,
time difference, and
yeah,
when you said, I didn't realize until you sort of messaged me again exactly how better you felt.
yeah.
I just thought you felt, like you do. You just start to turn a corner, normally. You start to
No,
get better, don't you, bit by
I
bit. But,
was. It was like night and day kind of thing.
wow,
So um, it was profound, really. Honestly, I'm saying it was
yeah.
amazing. So it was kind of showing me how powerful it is. This
Yeah,
healing
I
that
do think it's
you're
because we
doing.
did it both ways, didn't we? As well, that's the difference. I mean, I send the healing out. You've done it on yourself.
Yeah,
I know it works. I know it does. People
yeah,
see the videos. I mean, I've even got
yeah.
my mother-in-law on camera now doing a
I
testimonial,
saw
telling
that. That
people.
was amazing.
And bless her,
I,
yeah. So we know
uh,
it works, but then it just came to us, didn't it? Why don't we just try it at the same time and see what
yeah,
happens?
yeah.
And it was like I was sending it out to you, and you was all totally receiving it and doing it on yourself at the same time. And it
Right,
was that connection. I think that we knew we were doing it together. Our higher,
right.
well, you told me that our higher selves were actually, what was it, dancing around together? Did you say when we were doing
Flying.
it?
We were flying around, and you like this is your higher selves that are having a good time. Yeah, it was pretty fun,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
yeah, I forgot about that, but it
It made me
was.
giggle when you messaged that.
I know,
I just
right? It
can't
was.
imagine me and my higher self flying
We
around.
were flying around,
Yeah.
so obviously in another realm,
Reality. Yeah.
we're flying around and having a good time,
Yeah.
in a different realm, different dimension, right? Oh, it's great.
Well, I mean, for me, actually, when we did that together, I mean, after that, we wanted to manifest, me especially, I wanted to
Yeah,
manifest more, I'll just basically more people coming to receive the healing off me because I know it works. What
yeah.
happened with you was an amazing proof how powerful it really is if we
Oh, I
both
was
do it.
blown away.
So we wanted to get more clients,
Yeah,
and I followed your instructions and did a meditation and put it out to the universe to sort of bring some clients my way. I'm ready now. I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to do more. I'm ready to do a lot more instead of just more closer relatives and
right,
people that have acquaintances and online, you know what I mean? Total strangers. And we
right.
no sooner did the meditation together, that
Hmm.
was the same thing, wasn't it? We both meditated on the same thing for each other. More
Right.
clients for me, more clients for you. And boom. All right,
I
okay. I'm doing it for free on Facebook. okay, I'd
Yeah.
like to say that to everyone. I suddenly got like 30 or 40 clients all queuing up to pay me, but that's not the point. I want to heal people. That's what really drives me. And I have,
Right.
I've got like, I've actually got a huge list of people what I'm going through. There must be between 30 and 40 now, just
That's
from that
fantastic.
one blast up on Facebook after
Right.
we'd done our sort of manifestation meditation together. So it just proves, I think we're onto something, Debbie. It's more than
Yeah.
just the healing. It's the fact that when you're doing
The
it on
intention and
specific things together. Yeah.
yeah.
And I know there's been guided meditations for donkey's years with people having to get
Yeah.
together. And I know it's nothing new, but the fact that only two people just did it and it had such a profound effect.
Well, I have to
Well,
tell you,
people-
after that, when you're talking about when we did the other intention about, clients coming to us and having this healing. Okay, within half an hour, someone contacted me to have a healing session. Within half an hour.
Wow.
I mean,
And that was a paying client.
yeah.
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 Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's a pretty big manifestation. I mean, I didn't. It wasn't going to work out for me because I didn't have the availability actually.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is it actually worked. Like,
The point is it did, yeah.
yeah. So I mean, like, just two of us together.
Yeah. To awake people with a belief in manifestation and the
right.
using source as well. I think that's a huge
Right.
difference as well, using that
Right.
power of source. Yeah. Yeah.
So for healing, for whatever it is that you're going to do, even with one other person, seemed to work really.
Well, I mean, you'd think it'd double it, but it didn't double it, did it? I mean, with your healing, I mean, that to be as profound as that, as instantaneous.
Oh, I mean, I hadn't been feeling.
It's just unbelievable.
Like in terms of not feeling well, like physically, I didn't really have an appetite. Okay, so I'm not kidding. This is funny. After I had that session, like, and we did that healing, just 15 minutes. For both of us, maybe 10, 15 minutes, wasn't even after. I mean, directly after. I hadn't been eating much at all that whole day. As soon as I finished and sat down here, there was a candy apple my kid had bought me. I ate it. Like, I'm like, and the thing is I've been feeling so, it'd been sitting there, like I didn't feel well enough to eat it. Like, I'm telling you right after.
Wow.
I know, right? So it was.
So what could we manifest? What could we do as a collective of people if 10 of us got together with our experience of meditating and our knowledge of knowing that source works, knowing that it is the thing that connects us all and we're all part of it, knowing that energy and bringing that energy down, what could we do?
We could do really amazing things.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we need to find out, don't we, Debbie? We need to do we need to do an experiment, try and get some more like-minded people to join and do it. Yeah.
We have you have your one group there that we could certainly do some work together with other people that would like. And the thing is you don't necessarily have to do it. I wonder what it would be like if we did it like on Zoom or something. I don't know if that makes any difference. I doubt it because it was really powerful.
Well, I think personally, I thought about doing, I've done guided meditations on Facebook and YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, they're great.
But it's not the connection you get. And I think if you did it on Zoom and you're not actually doing the meditation itself, I don't think it'll be as powerful. I think, because I don't know about you, let's say that me and you now decided to do a guided meditation and we both sat here, went through the motions. I don't know about you, I wouldn't get that connection like I do when I'm under my pyramid or in a chair, wherever, on my own,
outside,
with earphones on, listening to my meditation music, getting myself in that zone. That's when it seems to be really powerful for me. And I think that's what the secret is. I think if you just do it like say 10 people on a Zoom call, I might be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. We've not tried it, but it would work, but I don't think it'll have that connection and the power like it did with just me and you just doing a meditation together in different
Maybe because
places.
wouldn't be as focused.
That's what I mean. Yeah, yeah,
Like it's what you're saying,
yeah,
and yeah, like it would, because you're still aware that the camera's on, for
yeah,
instance, and
exactly.
is my hair going to look okay, or your hair, but
Yeah.
uh,
I'm gonna say I ain't had that problem for a long time, Debbie.
anyways, it just sort of was confirmation about both of those things, about the intention, about the manifestation. I mean, the healing is manifestation anyway.
Of
It's
course.
just different. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
you're just focusing on healing other people. Yeah, that kind of tells you, just two people together. Imagine
Yeah.
what it would be like if there was 10 or 100 or
Yeah,
1,000
exactly. Yeah.
or a
Wow.
million.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And I think as well, something we've not mentioned, I think it's the higher self part as well, because I know both of us, when we do these, when we meditate in general, we always have a conversation. Our higher self is always
Yeah.
there with us. And it's got to the
Right.
point now in mind, it feels like I am my higher self when I meditate. It's like I've sort of meld into each other.
Yeah.
I mean, part one
Well,
of
we
the,
are, but
well, yeah,
yeah,
exactly. But I think that's got a bearing on the powerfulness of it. If we can get 10 people together, or whatever amount of people, and they do the same thing, they've got that connection with the higher self. They know all about it. They speak to it. They understand how it works. I think if we did that, I think that would, because I mean, it makes sense if you think about it. Your higher self is theoretically more connected to source than we are, even though in reality we know that's not true. But from a realm where they exist, they're existing in a realm what's surrounded by source, where we have to sort of tap into it. They're sort of in it, aren't they? And I think that must have a bearing on it. I mean, I may be wrong, but I mean,
no, I don't think so. I think you're right on. I mean, people tend to doubt what higher self is.
Yeah.
Like it really, I mean, it's just your intuition. It's just, if you want to call it that, it's just that little voice, that might pop in your head, or a knowing or a sense or whatever.
Yeah.
And, some people are like, well, that's ridiculous. That's just that's just me thinking. That's yes, it is. But, often people just discount it and don't follow that.
Well, yeah, and when you discount it, that's when you don't practice it, do you? When you start to practice that, I mean, for me, it came to be through meditation work, doing the past life regression and talking to other people's higher selves.
Yeah.
From doing that, I found my connection to my higher self. Maybe a reward for doing it, I don't know. But the connection definitely started getting better. And then I started to realise that the difference between the voice in your head and your higher self, there's a difference, isn't there? There's that ego one that, when you can be doing something and you'll think, oh, I'm having a great meditation, this is wonderful. Yeah, that little voice saying, it's all made up, it's all in your head, you're making it up.
Right. That's our little self that
who doesn't believe in none of this stuff. But you start to discern the difference, though, don't you, Debbie? The more you do it, the more you discern, and then the more you can. I just tell the little voice, go away, and it just goes away.
Well, often when I'm doing sessions with people, whether they're past lives or entity removal, whatever attachments, I have to tell their smaller aspect of themselves, I suppose.
I just call it the ego voice, whatever.
That to go, step to the back, step to the side. It's okay, because they always try and get in the way. They just, I can't focus on what I'm doing because my mind won't shut off. Okay, well, just step to the side, and because I guess our ego is supposedly there to, protect us and keep us safe from things and prevent us from doing wrongdoings or whatever.
I think it's just like when you're doing the hypnosis, it's like a guardian. It's like a little guardian on your mind, making sure that you don't get taken in, you don't get conned, you don't get succumbed by somebody's bullshit or whatever. And it's that sort of thing that reacts like you see in the corner of your eye a car coming. You don't actually see it yourself, but your ego does, and it's the one that makes your body react and moves your body out of the way. So it has its place, and it's there for a reason. But when it comes to this spiritual stuff, it's the one that's like, it's like a spoilt child saying, no, no, listen to me, me.
Yeah.
And that's all rubbish when we know it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you get past that though, they do just step to one side, don't they?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
And then when you do actually, get to be able to speak to higher self, like with someone, like it's the best part of I in the healing sessions. I just could spend like hours talking because it's you feel wonderful too as a healer, as a facilitator. You just feel so great because you're connected to this higher realm. And
yeah, I know for a fact that you ask lots of questions, don't you?
I do. Yeah, I've been trying to put a session that I had done on me quite a little while ago, maybe a month ago or so, 2 months, I don't know. Anyway, I've been trying to put it up. It's taken 2 days for YT to be able to have that me to upload it. 2 days.
2 days to upload to YouTube.
Yeah, and I think it's because of what it was about, what it's called. So, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? But you've actually got it up there now. Then I've not seen that. Then so I'll have to...
No, it's not quite there yet.
Yeah.
I just have to add some description and stuff, and then I'll put it on. But I've never had it take that long. Like, this is bizarre.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I've told you about the shadow banning I've been getting. It's unreal. I mean, I'm not going to go into too much detail because obviously we're going to put this on YouTube. But I mean, the stuff, the amount of views, what it gets compared to like what supposedly traffic's going to it just doesn't make sense, does it?
I have a screenshot of where I had like, I don't know, 1,500 views in one day, for example. And the next time I looked at it was like 75.
Exactly.
I'm like, what? Yeah. So,
I know.
Yeah.
I mean,
even if two people can end up listening to what we have to say, those two people is like, oh, okay, I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
To help those two people to see, that are maybe get something out of what we're talking about, or healing or manifestation, and all of that. Like if they can, 2 people, 4 people, 6 people, whatever.
It's worth doing. Yeah, I mean, this censorship's not going to be around forever anyway.
No,
I mean, you'll go back to like it used to be many years ago, and I have thousands of people seeing what we've got to say. Because I mean, the people out there, I mean, that proves it. I mean, I put that Facebook post out yesterday asking people, "Do you want me to heal you for free?" Yeah. Now, you'd think the amount of responses I get on YouTube when I put videos out, hardly 20 people watch my videos, 25 people, 30. But you put something on Facebook where people can actually see it on a private group, boom. Everyone's wanting it. Everyone's wanting it. So obviously, that's just in one closed group, not on YouTube, what's open to the entire globe or world. Yeah, it is.
Wow,
so it shows.
Tells you.
It tells you everything. How much people want this information and the guide to it, but they just can't get it. They can't access it. But so. Having said that, though, imagine if it was open to the world and people wanted the healing as much as what they did on that group times that amount of people that might see it on YouTube, you'd be booked up from now until eternity.
Forever. Yeah, you would think there'd be no end.
97,000-year-old. Yeah, okay, yeah. I've nearly done the healing for this life.
I noticed too. I see that you have a new website, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's another guidance from my higher self. Yeah. Tell me to do a website just for healing. Yeah. Yep,
just for healing. I thought it was nice. It's a great website. I saw that animals, pets.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I've got some stories to tell you about that, haven't I?
Okay.
Yeah. So first of all, healing pets. Yes.
Yeah.
You know full well. I've told you the story about Prince, my staffy, and how I've cured his arthritis in his legs.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 12-year-old now. I've just took him out for a walk today. It's cold here in the UK, quite cold.
Same here.
And
Sickening.
he'd normally be now, this time last year, he'd be moping around the house all sad and licking his
Oh,
legs because they hurt. Now, no,
oh,
he's not. He's happy as Larry. And that's because of the healing with him. Now, with that, I mean, I have to admit, I thought to myself, because you love your dog so much, you've got
yeah,
a connection with them. And I know it's healing what I've done, but I was thinking to myself, is it just because of the love I've got, why it's so effective? But my higher self has told me, no, you can heal people's animals, and basically my higher self said to me, I can prove it to you. Now, this leads on to, so I was doing a meditation the other day, and I was doing a healing meditation. I'll not say who it's for this in case somebody's listening, because it's the person's higher self has agreed, the person no, the person's totally cut off to this sort of information. So anyway, so I'm sending this person some healing, and then the higher self of the person who I asked if it's okay, can I do the healing? Higher self of this person said yes. As I was doing the healing, my higher self sort of interjected and brought this person's late dog, what had died, into the picture. Now, I'd met this dog, so I know who it was, and he came up and he jumped on my lap, so to speak, while I'm meditating. You know what I mean, in your sort of mind's eye. But it felt so real. I'm underneath my pyramid meditating, and he's licking my face. And what the higher self said, and the dog literally talked to me telepathically and said, you send me the healing, you put the source energy in me, I will take that back to him. Because apparently this dog, who is like a sort of in spirit, goes to him quite regular and sits on his lap when he's at home. And the dog said, I will put the healing into this person via that method. And I was like, wow, totally blown away. So I was asking a question, could I heal other people's animals? And the answer to that was, animals can heal us using source energy.
Wow.
And I'd not asked for this dog to come. I'd not even thought about that. It just happened.
Yeah.
So, and then when that happened, there's another guy I'm healing. He's got terminal cancer, or so-called terminal cancer. One of his late dogs, who I've never met, ever, I've no idea, it was this white, big Alsatian came, and it jumped on my lap the same thing. Give me the lights, the source energy. I'll take it and sort of give it to me, and I'll give it. And I'm like, wow, amazing. So I've not had results yet from these two people. So I'll keep everyone updated as and when, if it does happen and they do get healed. And I'm confident it will happen, because otherwise I just don't see why their higher selves would bring these dogs into it for me to use if it wasn't going to be something that was going to work, basically. We'll see. But wow, it blew my mind. So that's opened up a new avenue. You know what I mean? So these were people what not asking for help. The people that I know need healing. I've asked the higher selves. The higher selves have said yes. But because
that's an important point there, because you don't even necessarily, if you can't speak to them and say, do you, because a lot of people think it's just, woo-woo.
Rubbish.
Yeah. And so you can connect your higher self to their higher self, and then that's where you get the permission.
Yes.
And speak to them about.
It's very important, isn't it, Debbie? Because if you don't do that,
for
one, you're not supposed to put your will on somebody else. It's just a universal law.
So if you can't get it 3D here, you can't get it in this reality, then you have to. You have to. Absolutely. You have to get it in the, with
and I don't believe the healing would work anyway without that. I just don't think it would work.
That's a good point. I just
don't think it would work. But the highest, I mean, just for anyone listening what doesn't understand why we have to do this, well, what you've got to imagine is, before we come to this realm, we have certain lessons we want to learn, certain things we want to go through.
Experiences.
One of these things could be having a illness for whatever reason. It could be an illness what you need to get over to learn a lesson or to lead on to something else. And if you come along blundering away and try to heal them before they've learned the lesson, then it spoils the lesson. So that's why you ask the higher self, and then because I mean, for instance, the person I was telling you about, the second person with the terminal cancer, when I first asked his higher self quite a few months ago, the higher self said no to my healing. So I thought, okay. All right, it
I
was
think you told me
apparent.
that. Yeah.
No, yeah, I probably did. And he basically said that it was his exit. That's what he decided. That's what he was going to use as his exit off this plane. So I thought, okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. But then his 3D self is really fighting it and really, really determined to live and trying everything under the sun to survive, basically. So I thought I'll ask again,
Okay.
and I
Right.
asked again, and the higher self actually went off and spoke to something what I don't know who it was, whatever, but came back into my focus and said, yes, you can heal him
You can go ahead.
because he's
Wow.
fighting so much. He's going to take another exit later on. Well, okay, great. So then I've sort of gone from there and see how it goes. But unfortunately, because he's cut off to this sort of stuff, he doesn't really know about this stuff. He's just
Yeah.
having a conventional healing for it from the hospital. We all know what that means. We'll not go into details, but it's not the healthiest thing to be having, put it that way, is it? So
No.
the healing I'm doing is actually just trying to combat the negative effects of what he's having at the minute and then sort of take over after that. So incredible. Really incredible stuff with the dogs. I mean, that was blew me away. So
That's amazing, right?
So I mean, the fact is, we think we know it all. We're the ones going to heal the dogs, but yet they're the ones that's come to me and said, "Well, hang on a minute, I'll do it for you."
That's amazing, really.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
So any healers out there that do this sort of stuff, if you have got somebody, a family member, and the highest has agreed, but the person's just totally cut off from this sort of energy healing. I mean, I actually think it does cause blockages from us being effective, or maybe as effective, because they're so cut off from it. I mean, obviously, like me and you, when we did the meditation together, the healing, we're both open to it. We both know about it. That has a bearing, I think, on how effective it is. And I think going back to this, with people that are cut off from it, that is why the dogs came in and thought, right, well, I'll sort of bypass that because he's got the love for his owner, ex-owner, whatever you want to call it, and sort of bypass it that way and send it via the dog. So
wow, that's wow.
Well, I've never heard of that before. I don't know about you. I've never heard that on anyone say anything like that. But,
I haven't either. I'm like, wow, I don't even know what to say. That's like, that's amazing.
It's just
really.
another tool to have, isn't it? So any healers listening to this, if you've got a family member like that, then, and if you know they've had, you don't have to be a dog, and be a cat, whatever.
I mean, anybody can learn this. You taught me.
Yeah.
Anybody can learn this. If you find, though, maybe some people are like, they don't think it's going to work for themselves, and they can contact you and get some healing done, if they feel that they can't do it. But I mean, anybody can do it. But if you feel you can't,
do it.
Contact you, Alan, and
I'd love to help people to help themselves.
Yeah.
That's one of the main reasons I started doing this healing with Source, because I realised that anyone can do it as long as you just believe, basically, and believe in the power of it.
I remember having a conversation, I think we talked about this before, and I'm like, okay, like I like doing past life regression, I like doing entity work, okay, but I said to you, okay, I would like because I've been an energy worker, an energy healer for a long time, I always wanted to focus on this kind of work. And I'm like, okay, I don't want it to take forever. like there's so many people that need help. And then I don't know how long it was afterwards that you said to me, hey, I was sitting in this meditation and this is what happened. And then I'm like, what? And so then you told me, how to do this. And so I'm going to put some energy and focus into what we're talking about, the healing aspect, the manifestation aspect, and do the work that you're doing now, because along with, the other work that I do, I think that it's very powerful. I saw it firsthand. No kidding.
Exactly.
Like I was like, what? like that I actually felt it physically, the heat. Wow. And I mean hot in my body, like going down.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
and the thing is, oh wow, Debbie, I didn't know you'd not tell me exactly that bit, but when you see the heat going down, when I do the
it was people, hot.
I bring the source energy down, and my consciousness is like at the end of the source energy coming down, and I go through the head and I go down slowly with the source, getting all the toxins and taking them out of the body, so you can actually feel that source energy coming down.
Well, you and I were doing this together, and I did like you did. I might have done it a little bit differently, but my intention was also to like start off, from the top of my head,
Wow.
working its way down. I could literally feel
Wow.
the heat come down in my body. I could feel it.
Just one thing I need to say, Debbie, what we've not made clear, I've just thought to myself, people might be listening to this and thinking we're doing the meditation like sort of together, sort of like in contact. We wasn't, was we? We were completely,
we set a time.
No contact, we just, yeah, exactly.
Say, okay, look, it's like 5 o'clock, whatever, and then it was like 10 o'clock your time, because we're 5 hours different in our time zones. And no, we were not on a call. We were not doing this. We were not on the phone. We were basically, I was in my house, you were in your house or outside or wherever you were. And, here we were, we just did it like that.
Yeah.
There was, we started the same time. We might have been a minute or two or whatever. You finished maybe before me. I finished before. I don't know, but we were not in communication.
No, it wasn't
physically.
No, it. So to make it clear, because people might have thought not that it made not that it makes any difference really to the validity. It's just the fact that you don't have to be in contact like that. We just arranged it for the same time. So, well, if anyone out there is listening to this and they want some healing off me or you, I mean, our websites are going to be on this video. If you want any instructions how to do it. You just if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, for instance, just go onto my YouTube videos. You have plenty of guided meditations, what I do, and I talk through the process, what to do. So it's there. All the instructions are there for people to learn.
And they're very clear. They're really well done. But there's still some people that might say, look, I want someone else to help me.
Well, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
And it is fair enough. Sometimes people just, until they get healed and need the confidence to be able to do this themselves or for other people or their family or loved ones, whatever. But look for that.
Contact us and we'll do it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's great. You, honestly, it's, I have to say, I was not as blown away until I had those two situations happen directly to me. Like, okay, that works. Like I'm not kidding. Like it was like I literally got up from the meditation after feeling horrible, headache, lethargic, feeling sick, hadn't eaten, sat down, felt like literally 95-100% better, ate the candy because I hadn't been eating, right? I'm like, okay. Wow. I didn't tell him that. And then the other one with the intention with bringing clients or whatever it is you want. It could be, as
long as the right intention behind it,
right?
A good intention,
right?
It's the right thing to do. Then it works. There's no doubt about it. We're proof of that, and I'm sure there's people listening to this what have had experiences where it's similar stuff. It's just they're probably just not on video talking about it, but it manifests.
Or they might not be cognizant of it. They're not like
maybe
we can. But when you put the intention and you actually we manifest all the time. I mean, I certainly do. Yeah. I mean, everyone does. But when you actually put the intention and you're like, okay, here. And then I'm not kidding. Within an hour, it was half an hour. It was a very short period of time. This person contacted me by email to do a session. They were having a problem with the time, with the time zone.
Yeah.
And then you there, having also manifesting.
Exactly. So it does work. Right then, Debbie. I think that'll do for this week. Now we've healed you. We can have some more sessions to get on here. Some more.
Because I've missed the conversations. It's been great, but that's until
our 2 subscribers missed it as well, Debbie. The gutted that we've had no videos for 2 weeks.
Those 2 people. God bless.
All right.
All right. Take care. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.